Well, Leafs Nation, it has been one heck of a last couple weeks for the Buds and the organization, really. Let's get right to the point here. Auston Matthews. We have been hearing lately rumblings about a contract nearing at a 5-year deal, and I'm thinking to myself, 5 years? I would have thought a little bit more. I thought 7 or 8 would have been my guess. But they can get a deal done. That's really all I care about at this point. And the reports come out not too long ago. The Leafs have let's not say re-signed. They have signed Auston Matthews to a 5-year, $11.634 million deal. That's the average annual value of that contract. And we were hearing last year, and we're hearing, the start of this season, 12.5. We're hearing McDavid money. Is he going to get that? Is he going to get 13? Or are the Leafs going to have trouble signing him, and then Arizona's going to give him some crazy $14 million contract that the Leafs have to qualify, or they have to match that offer, and then you're paying him a stupid amount of money, and you're in a big issue. Kyle Dubas, not that stupid. Knows that is a big possibility. So he's like, you know what, let's make this contract happen. And you get him for less than McDavid, about $1 million. I think, isn't he making like 12.5, something like that? Auston Matthews gets signed for just under $1 million less than Connor McDavid, and $634,000, average annual value, of course, less than, or more than, John Tavares. Now, you can argue and say, oh, he's worth, less than John Tavares. Look at his stats this year. Tavares is 31. I don't want to hear that crap. Because if you watch the game and you watch what Auston Matthews can do, he's a wizard. He's fantastic. He is the face of this franchise. I know Freddie's great. I know Marner's great. I know Nylander's great. I know Morgan Riley's fantastic. John Tavares is great. But Auston Matthews was drafted first overall by this team and came out of the rebuild with this team. This guy is the face of the franchise, and the fact that they got him locked up for 5 years, I'm happy. I think we all should be happy. Anybody saying that they should have got him for longer, you might need to rethink that, because money is a thing. You can't just start throwing money at the guy like, here's a ton of money for a ton of years. We want you. You have to be smart with it. Now, the window for the Leafs is very big when it comes to winning. Now, we know about the Hainsey contract, and we can sit here and talk about contracts all day. The Marleau contract, Jake Gardiner at the end of the year, heck, Jake Muzzin after next season. We can sit here and talk about it all day, but I'm going to leave that kind of stuff for the podcast that Evan and I will be doing tomorrow afternoon, guys. By the way, the links are in the description for the podcast channel and for the podcast on iTunes. Auston Matthews ain't going anywhere, people. That's what we got to think about today. We could sit here and talk about, Mitch Marner now, what's he going to get? Or, after 5 years, Auston Matthews is going to be gone. We also heard that, Nylander wasn't going to sign. We also heard that, people are very negative in the world, people. You got to kind of not think about it that way. You really can't. Because Auston Matthews wants to be a Leaf. You knew when he was drafted, he wanted to be a Leaf. You saw the smile from day one. You've seen the emotion in every game he plays in. He loves it here. We gave him it. The Leafs gave him his first opportunity. As Mike Babcock loves to use that word. And he's just not going to say, screw you, I'm going home to get $14 million and playing a garbage team. He wants to win. He knows he can win here. So he resigns. I love it. Nylander signed, Matthews is signed, you have John Tavares, Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner is the last guy, and we already know that his contract is going to be going into the offseason, which sucks, but it's the way it goes, and we can't really do anything about it right now, so let's not even think about it, even though I just kind of did, but let's not think about it anymore, because Auston Matthews is back, baby! All right, now I'm going to break down the contract on a yearly basis, guys, so to kind of give you the breakdown of what this is all about. Now, it's guaranteed $700,000 in salary, but the salary bonuses are the big numbers. Year one, which is next season, $15.2 million. Holy smokes, that's a lot of money. Year two, same thing. Year 3, $9.7 million. Year 4, $7.2. Year 5, $7.2. So as you can see, it's a very top-heavy contract. As a lot of the bigger, bigger fish, I guess, the William Nylander contract. His first year, his first couple of years are huge numbers. But they come down, so you're okay with it. And I love what Kyle Dubas has done here. And this is the way you want to win. You want to win with your core group, and the Leafs have locked up 2 of their 3 pieces to their core. And everyone was talking about they could never sign these guys to a contract. They couldn't sign all 3 of them. No way in heck it's going to happen. But Kyle Dubas said in the offseason, we can and we will sign them. So far, he's 2 for 2. Can he go 3 for 3? Well, we're going to have to wait till the offseason to figure that kind of stuff out. But you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoy the video, and you guys are jacked up about Auston Matthews for at least another 5 years, even though it's probably going to be more after that. Hit the like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below, guys. What do you think of the video? What do you think of the Auston Matthews signing? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's not great? You think you should have given more money, less money, more term, less term? What are your thoughts on Auston Matthews as a whole? And like I said earlier, Evan and I will talk to you guys podcast edition tomorrow afternoon. Link is in the description for the podcast channel and for the podcast itself on iTunes. Lots of things to talk about on the podcast tomorrow. And like I said, links are all in the description for that. Twitter is also down below, guys. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition tonight as the Raptors are in Philly taking on the 76ers. Kyle Lowry is probably going to be playing. No Jonas Valanciunas, however. All right, as the Raptors look to, I think, win their 2nd straight game. They played a really good game in their last one. They look to get their 2nd win in a row. You want to gain some momentum. Since that 20-4 start, the Raptors have been really sluggish. They got to find a way to get back into those winning ways. We're going to have to wait and see how that plays out tonight. But as for the Toronto Maple Leafs, guys, their next game is on Wednesday as they welcome in the Ottawa Senators to Scotiabank Arena. 7:30 puck drop. Craig Anderson has been confirmed to the goaltender. If you guys watched the video yesterday, I said it was going to be Anders Nielsen, but it's been confirmed. Craig Anderson versus Frederik Anderson are the goalie matchups tomorrow night. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you guys then.